All right, so we are done with the physical setup. We're now going to move to the step two, which is the configuration of L3 and end devices. So, and then we'll move on to the third step, which is the test. So how is it going to be? So first of all, we need to know that the L3 operates in layer 2 of the OSI model and layer 3 of the OSI model, so which is the switching mechanism and then the routing mechanism. So we first of all need to configure these two devices, but we configure the devices bit by bit. So starting with L1, and we can see over here we don't need to use a router. It means this layer 3 switch will serve, we should use this one as what, as the gateway, right? And over here too, we need to configure the gateway for these three devices to be able to communicate outside of their LAN. So what we do is we click on the device. When we go to CLI, you can see one thing. When you go to CLI, it's saying device must be powered on. It means the device is not powered on, so we need to power it on. So what do? We go back to the physical and then we bring this one to this interface. You can see the device is powering on. So wait, because the image is loading, the Cisco image is loading. There's some second, yeah, it is ready. All right, so I'll just click no. I'll enable this one, everybody knows. I'll configure terminal. Let's name it host name. I will call it SW1. Let's say I'll call it L3. Okay, L3 SW1. Yeah, I think that would be great. L3 SW1. All right, so this is the name. What I have to do is I need to assign an IP address. Configure the gateway. How am I going to configure the gateway? Because if I configure an IP address on interface 1, okay, that will be only for this one. For interface 2, it will be only for this one. For interface 3, it's only be for this one. So let's look at the interface structure too. Show IP interfaces. And these are our interface. Our interfaces are on the Giga Ethernet 1/6, so 1/0/something. It starts from here, 1/0/1 and so on. So the 1, 2, and 3 and 4 are what are being used. The 4 is what we are using for the point-to-point. And we know this interface show VLAN brief. We see all these interfaces belong to the native VLAN, which is VLAN 1. It means our IP address will now be assigned to the VLAN 1, because we know whatever is assigned over here reflects on the rest of the interfaces. So if you configure it over here, it will serve as a gateway from our end devices, which will be connected to various interfaces. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. So I'll move to the global and then interface VLAN 1, and then the mode has changed from VLAN from the global to the configuration mode, from global to the interface mode. And over here I will use IP address 192.168.5.1 and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and then we run what's no shutdown. All right, so you can see the interface is what is up. Okay, so the following step is now configuring this interface, which is 104. Okay, so I will also configure it. I will exit and then go to interface Giga 1/0/4. Okay, so now let me check IP address. You can see it's not working. Why is it not working? Because the layer 3 switch interface by default are not ready to receive an IP address. So you need to change the mode in which this interface is operating for it to be able to work to receive an IP address. So how do we do it? We just we type no switch port and we press enter. Now we can assign an IP address. which is 20. You can see it's working now, 20.0.0.1. Subnet mask 255.0.0.0. Press enter and run no shutdown. All right, so you can see this IP address. I've assigned an IP address over here. I can go and check. How am I going to check? I will just exit. I'll exit and I will be like show IP interface giga 1/0/4. We'll look at the okay, it's not up yet. It's not up. It's not showing because it is not up. It is not up. The other side is still down, so it's not going to show. When we finish and we'll look at the IP address of this interface, you see how it's going to show. All right, so I'm done with this one. I'm going to assign end devices IP addresses. So click on it. I'll take 192.168.5.2 and 192.168.5.1. This is the gateway which I'm going to copy. Okay, so I'll go here, do the same thing. This one will pick .3 because the first end device is .2 and then the gateway is .1. Then this is going to pick .4 and then the gateway is still .1. All right, so this is for the first LAN. I'll move to the second LAN. I'm going to do the same thing. I need to power the device first. Bring this one over here. The device is powering on. The device is powering on. I can bring it here. I don't know if it's open. Yeah, device is powering on. Let's wait for some time. It's not going to take that long here. So this is it. So no, and then configure terminal. I have to name this, which will be L3 SW-I-2. Yeah. So this is the name, and I need to assign IP address. That will be interface VLAN, VLAN 1, and IP address 192.168.10.1. Yeah, the subnet 255.255, the subnet mask .0, and run no shutdown. You can see the interface. They say they've changed state to up. You know, with the interface, I can also add a description. A description is like me labeling the interfaces. So how do we add the description to an interface? By typing description, and then I will write any message. Let's say this is my second LAN. Yeah, something like this. You see it will appear. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. So when we're done on this, when I'm done with the gateway, I need to configure this interface. I need to assign the IP address on this interface as well, which is going to be our interface giga 1-0/4. Okay, and I need to remove the switch port mode on this interface. No switch ports. And then I can now assign IP address, which is 20.0.0.2, and then subnet mask 255.0.0.0, and then run no shutdown. So now you can see the two interfaces are up, and then let me check what I was checking on the other side, if it will work. Show IP interface giga 1/0/4. See if it's, I will see. Yeah, so you can see it's saying the interface is upline and running. I can also do this, show interface. Let me check the option, show interface giga 1/0/4. Yeah, so I have the configuration of my interface, which is the giga/4. You can see this what is giga 1/4. This is the MAC address, and then Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, so I'm looking for some information related to this one as well. Yeah. So yeah. So in a way, this is the configuration of this particular interface, and you can see they are what they're up and they are up and running. Yeah, they're up and running. So this is the next step. Stick to the end of this video for you to discover how we are going to configure our routing table for this true LAN to be able to communicate. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.